Iran's actions have the Pentagon preparing for the worst. David Martin is the only network correspondent traveling with the top U.S. general in the Middle East and got exclusive video of American military forces in the region.
Patriot air defense missile batteries in the middle of the Saudi Arabian desert, manned by American soldiers from Fort Bragg, North Carolina. General Frank McKenzie, the top U.S. military commander for the Middle East, is here because they could be the vanguard of a major new buildup for war with Iran. We look like we're in the middle of nowhere. What are they defending out here?
Well, as you know, we're in the vicinity of Prince Sultan Air Base, or PSAB as it's known.
Prince Sultan Air Base has a 10,000-foot runway and ramp space for hundreds of aircraft. To begin with, the U.S. will bring in a squadron of top-of-the-line F-22 stealth fighters, but this base is capable of handling much, much more. How many planes could you bring in here?
There have been a lot of planes here in the past. I won't get into exact details, but you could bring as many as you want.
This is what the base looked like in 1990, on the eve of the first Gulf War, filled with American warplanes wingtip to wingtip. That war was against Iraq. Now, nearly 30 years later, the U.S. and its allies are locked in a cycle of rising tensions with Iran. So when you look at the capabilities here, it looks like this is the beginning of preparations for if these tensions turn into a war.
Well, I'd prefer to say it's like this. It's a signal that we're not going to be cowed by Iranian malign activities.
To keep the base supplied, the U.S. plans to use a Saudi port on the Red Sea, which will allow it to bring in ammunition and spare parts without having to pass through the Strait of Hormuz and under the eyes of the Iranian Navy to reach Persian Gulf ports. This base is unmistakable evidence the U.S. is preparing for the possibility that tensions with Iran turn into a war. David Martin, CBS News, Prince Sultan Air Base, Saudi Arabia.